And we see the Spurs getting ready to go. Coming to you live on 2K Sports, this is the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. It's great to have you with us. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First, for the Heat, Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. Then it's Dang, and it's McRoberts in at the 4-man position. Then for the San Antonio Spurs, Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And in the middle, out of Brazil, taken with the 28th pick back in 2008, the 6'11" pivot man, Thiago Splitter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Duncan in at the 4.
Well, you watch the Spurs and see how versatile they are, unselfishly finding the open guy. They can be surgical at times in their precision. It's not a surprise that they dominated the Eastern Conference last year and year to year in the recent years.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Parker against Chalmers. Feeds it to Bosh. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
As you would expect the Spurs to do, they dismantled the East last year. The top team in the West usually does that against the East, and that was the case with the Spurs. 24-6, best in the West.
And Miami has possession. Wade kicks to Bosh. Chalmers against Green. No good with the finger roll. Well, for the Spurs, it wasn't, Clark, that they were just winning against the East. They were, more often than not, blowing Eastern Conference teams away.
Kevin, they would finish with an average margin of victory just under double digits. And that gives you an idea of how dominant they were versus the East. There were very few teams that they had trouble with.
Now here's Duncan. After Dwayne Wade's miss, here's Splitter, and it's blocked by Bosh. Dang attacking. And that one hits back iron.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. We talked about their defensive game plan, and he said, for Dwayne Wade, you've got to make him a jump shooter and not bite for his pump fakes. When you do that, it's a foul or he's going to go right by you for the dunk. Kevin, Wade known for that deadly shot fake. We'll see if they can stay disciplined.
Thanks, Doris. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Wade, no good on the free throw.
Dwayne Wade, over the last 4 years, adjusted beautifully to playing off the ball alongside LeBron James, and that was not easy for him. He actually became one of the game's best cutters during that time. Now back to his old ways, playing with the ball in the hands a lot more. Should suit him well.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Now Bosh, following the three-point attempt by Tony Parker. Good. And Wade, still a dynamite finisher around the rim. One of the league's preeminent slashers.
Yeah, he's extremely productive in the pick and roll, able to score and make plays for others with his outstanding vision.
Well, it took a while, but somebody finally got a shot to go.
You know, I was starting to get a little concerned for them. I mean, it hadn't been pretty to this point.
Bosh kicks to Dang. He passes to Wade. Puts up the baby hook. That one a little long. Spurs trail by 6. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
And Chalmers kicks to Dang. Passes to Wade. And he gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Dishes it to Duncan. It's stolen by Dang. Leonard with the steal. Into Tim Duncan. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
Well, he really anchors their defense. You know, his teammates can lean on him. They know that he's going to be in the right spot. He's so smart, so skilled. Really the complete package at the defensive end of the floor.
And he gives them a terrific option in the low post every time down the court. Even with multiple defenders around him, he knows how to create a shot for himself. Miami Heat, a terrific organization from top down, and one thing you notice with these top teams, there's so much continuity. Talk about that. Consistent continuity, so important. From the coaches to the front office, they know who they are, what they're about, and how to put players in position to win the ultimate prize.
Norris Cole, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. The shot by Bosch, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Heat making a change here. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
And when you look at the Heat, they say they're a development team because of luxury taxes and the like. You have to find players with upside and coach them up. We saw that last year with Greg Oden and Michael Beasley. Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Mills with it. Pass to Duncan. And even, Clark, with the departure of LeBron this past offseason, you saw many free agents still look to play for the Heat. They're doing something right there.
Yeah, you know, they lost LeBron, who went home, but it wasn't an easy decision for LeBron. Bosch decided to stay, and they had several other free agents go out of their way to play in Miami.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Bosch. Granger comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Napier in for Dwayne Wade. And that one's good. Ginobili's got his first points of the night.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
All sorts of time, and it's Cole missing.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Bellinelli gets the bucket. The Heat leading by 4. And the Spurs making a change here. Splitters checked in. .103 left to play in the first quarter. Left side, Anderson. From the baseline. That's good on the jump shot. For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. He kicks it to Bellinelli. And Granger with the block. But he recovers it. Tries again. Here's Cole. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Floats one. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. 30 seconds left in the first. Clock at 6. Granger. Here's Anderson, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul him, and free throws are better than a layup.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line. Not exactly the best of percentages.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Anderson. Spurs trail by 8 and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Yeah, not a good idea throwing the ball down the court that far.
Haslam, the pass to Napier. He dishes it to Cole. There's the pass to Napier. Lets it go from deep, and he gets it to go. Napier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Heat lead by 11. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hand.
Spurs trail by 11. The Heat came into last season looking to three-peat, and anything less would have been a disappointment.
Yeah, well, you could see that they were focusing on the playoffs last year. The Bobcats didn't really stand a chance against them in round one. It was easy picking for the Heat.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, gentlemen, Tim Duncan's such a huge part of this Spurs team on and off the court. As Coach Pop put it, he's a consummate pro. He takes great pride in fulfilling his responsibility to his teammates. He feels it very strongly. He sets the tone for the whole team. He's done it from the beginning, and people fall in line. Kevin, what a luxury.
A great player and great leader. Thanks, Doris. First one falls for him.
Well, they get back to the Heat last year. A lot of teams in the conference didn't really look to be in the same ballpark as Miami in terms of playoff hunger.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Dion. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Good on both.
You know, the Heat did breeze through to the finals, but the three-peat just was not in the cards after they fell to the Spurs. Terrific run nonetheless. 4 consecutive NBA Finals, 2 championships, and quite honestly, who knows how things could have gone if the air conditioning didn't fail or any other twist in that epic series. That air conditioning went down in Game 1, folks, if you didn't recall that, but it wasn't anything about air conditioning. The Spurs were super hot and well-oiled and highly motivated. They wanted that trophy.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Green kicks to Splitter. Banked in off the glass. Splitter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
So much can be said about the Spurs' dominance as a franchise. I mean, 15 straight years of winning 50 games or more during the regular season. You know, last year, they were at least 500 or better against every other team in the league, and they have been since